Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are at war with the Veldari Peacekeepers. Now, we did take a bit of a beating by attacking this station up here. We probably shouldn't have. It's definitely my own fault. And that puts us at 19% war exhaustion already. Now, it does bear noting that the AI is not going to press their war exhaustion advantage. I'm actually going to come down towards Ulm and then come over this way. And the reason for that is because that will just give us territory. And that's not something that the AI is particularly interested in doing at this exact moment. But we're just going to do something along the lines of that for the moment. And then these guys are going to head in over here. Cool. And we're going to take basically everything that they've got over this way. It's going to take some time to get through, for sure. That's okay. We are the target of a lot of CBs. This is to be expected, in all honesty. And we're going to head down over this way. Now, the Bloodstone Savit is going to need... They want to give us Federation Association offer. Actually, now I think we're going to accept this. Now that we've broken our neutrality, we will associate with the League of Non-Aligned Powers, but we will not join the League of Non-Aligned Powers. That's going to be the overall idea here. And the plan, well, more specifically, the reason why we're doing this is because we don't want these guys to declare war on us. And I think they're less likely, although I think it's still possible. But I think the individual members are less likely to declare war on us, and they'd need a vote anyway, wouldn't they? But I think they're not going to attack us if we associate with their federation. So that's the idea here. Now, we are over our starbase cap, so we're going to downgrade this starbase, and we're going to downgrade this starbase as well. And this starbase, that'll bring us down to 45 out of 44. Okay. Now then, what other starbases might we want to downgrade? Well, for right now, that's probably good enough, is my guess. I do want to check in on the status of our invasion over here. We should win this, although we will likely take some losses. And yeah, we're definitely going to win that. Beautiful. Yeah, there's a bunch of CBs on us, but I don't think that they will pursue those CBs because we've associated with their federation. So we're going to head in over this way. We do want to reinforce the fleet. For right now, I'm banking alloys because I want these to be dedicated to the Bloodstone Savit. That's going to be fairly necessary. And we can always swap out one. Oh, there they are. Okay, they're in Haven Sky right now. So that's beautiful. We're going to get them reinforcing, and for now, they're just going to enter orbit here and get repairs underway. The Bronzite is not doing anything, so we're going to head over here. I don't think the starbase that we just lost was an important one in any meaningful way. Yeah, they've attacked over this way. That's to be expected. I'm not shocked about this in the slightest. They're probably not going to attack in Enigma's end. This is a 119k. And yeah, we have all these defense platforms queued up here. They will finish up relatively soon. So this is getting exceptionally powerful. So that's good. Okay. So these guys are going to turn around and head over this way. After they take Mac, how strong is Mac? We don't actually know. We'll keep an eye on that. I would like to downgrade an additional station, and I think Shukan is the one to downgrade. There we go. That'll put us at 44 out of 44, which will help our energy credit situation fairly dramatically. Excellent. So we're gonna continue pushing in over this way, and then we're going to push in like so. That's the Veldari there. They must not have landed on here. Okay. Sounds good. So we're going to fight their fleet there. That'll be just fine. Now, I do want to check... Let's see here. -2 on exotic gases. Okay. So I want to continue to reinforce this fleet, obviously. And let's see, these guys here, that's fine. The Bloodstone is fine as well. Okay, sounds good. So I want to check in on our colonies real quick. This Forge world requires a system capital complex. This Tech world requires a research complex. That'll do for the moment. And that's actually it. That's all we need. Okay, so our energy credits are not great. There's no doubt about that. And to some degree, that's because our starbase cap continues to be exceeded. There we go. We'll get rid of that, and then we'll head up to Astora after we're done over here. So we're going to hit Mac, and how powerful is Mac? 57k. This should go down very quickly. Sadly, we missed our perdition beam. We've gained administrative control of this, previously a holding of the Zikmok Reconquerors, because we control the starbase. Oh, right, this over here. Sure. So we have administrative control over Avsiva here. Now, they're building a system capital complex. Is that something that we did? I might have just done this. This is currently a savanna world. We're going to immediately begin terraforming it into an ocean world. Beautiful. This army here is going to be ready to go elsewhere. So we're going to have them slowly make their way over to Scott. We're not needing them anywhere currently, so that'll be fine. We have a new ruler. That's okay as well. And once we're done in Astora, we're going to head over to Parvis and deal with these guys. But we'll get there soon enough. I do want to continue to reinforce the Bloodstone Safit. That will continue to be difficult. And we're negative in food and consumer goods right now. I think that's because of Chohar. 193 food and 75 consumer goods. Yes. Okay, so we're going to definitely put in a civilian industry here. That will be necessary. And we're going to need to work on that planet for a little bit, but that's fine. We knew that that was going to be a thing. So the Bloodstone is continuing to get reinforced.
Technology secure.
Beautiful. We also got extraction patterns. That's fine. I kind of, at this point, want to go for Strikecraft attack speed. I think that'll be okay. The Ruby Safit has attacked Mac. However, we actually do need to land here. So our transport fleet is going to make its way over this way, and there's actually a lot of places to land here. Okay, let's check in on all of these defenses. They're not very powerful. Good. Cool. So we're going to push our way over this way, finish off this, and push our way up to Celandine.
Construction barge under attack.
That's unsurprising that they're attacking over here. Deeply unsurprising. This is okay. We don't care.
Space charts updated.
Yeah, we're still exploring down over here. Sure. Okay, so we definitely do need to pump out additional ships. There's no doubt about that. We're going to head over to Parvis and get this returned to the Space Elves. Engineer. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. The Bloodstone will continue to reinforce. And of course, we do have low stability over here. Now, to that end, I am going to go ahead and... Let's see. We have a lot of crime right now. We could launch an anti-crime campaign, but I don't think we have enforcers. Oh, we do have 2 enforcers from the planetary capital. We can launch an anti-crime campaign. That's okay. We don't really need to distribute luxury goods, but the anti-crime campaign will help. So that's fine. The Bronzite Safit needs to continue its attacks over this way. And we also need to drop these Starholds. They do not need to exist. Beautiful. So there we go. These guys are down over here right now. No real problem. Now, the Topaz have taken a lot of hits. There's no doubt about that. They're going to head up over this way to Ishtrum. That's fine. And we are grabbing ourselves quite a lot of territory right now. So that's beautiful. The Diamond Saphite is, of course, heading up over here. It will arrive there shortly. Now, these guys are heading up this direction. So that means that we actually do need to head back. We need to stop this push. We're going to downgrade this starport as soon as we can, but we can't do it just yet. Now that we've grabbed this, we are, of course, heading up to Kelendine. And yeah, they can grab this, but they can't move further over this way. They could maybe move into Strom because that's not a citadel, but that's fine. The Bloodstone will continue to reinforce. And I'm interested in seeing where they might attack us. Up here is fairly expected. And I'm going to send the Bloodstone up to deal with this. Now, they are not exactly up to full strength, but that's fine. We're going to send them over there. The Nephrite will remain where they're at. Now, we are negative in food, consumer goods, energy credits, and exotic gases right now. So we're definitely going to do energy credits from jobs, plus 5%. I want to check in on our job situation. This Forge World requires a job. We could either put in civilian replica complexes, or we could put in another exotic gas refinery. Either of those would help. We only have 12 exotic gases right now, so I'm going to put in exotic gas refineries here. We should definitely buy in a few more exotic gases as well. I'm going to buy in 500. Cool. So that'll do. We are, of course, continuing to push our borders on several fronts here. Now, where are our armies right now? Our armies are approaching Mac, so that's perfect. They have a number of things to land on there. Cool. Ooh, I did see a couple of jobs over here. This Forge World requires a job. Now, we could put in alloy nanoplants, or we could work on additional exotic gases. That's what we need right now more than anything. So we're going to hop over to those exotic gases. And we are going to be attacking up over here with the Bloodstone Saphite soon enough. This Forge World requires jobs, and it doesn't really have building slots. So I think we're going to go for alloy nanoplants. We can definitely use more alloy production right now. There's no doubt about that. How much do we need to currently fully reinforce? 52,000. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. Why are we looking at Zoltar's Maw? I got nothing. So we're heading up there with the Bloodstone Saphite.
Give them a broadside.
And we're going to attack Ishtrum. These guys are now going to come down this way. And that'll be fine. Excellent. So this war is going reasonably well, other than that initial blunder. That's all good. Are they invading this? Blockaded. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, blockaded is fine. They are bombarding it, I believe. We're looking at Zoltar's Maw again. They're blockading it, I believe. Well, they're bombarding it, rather. Blockading it as well, I suppose. We do need to push on beyond this. It does contain an FTL inhibitor, but that's okay. We can continue. Excellent. So we're going to continue to land on these locations over here. Now, they have backed off over here, and they've moved in over here. This is not a powerful force. We are going to jump drive in and engage them immediately. Excellent. So we will arrive here and immediately tip the balance. Jump driving doesn't matter here because they're not going to do substantial damage to us. 27-6 is not ideal, but we have grabbed territory, so that's fine. And we are engaging these guys at this time. Engage them, please. Thank you. There we go. No problem whatsoever there. And these guys should all be merging. That is correct. We're going to move up over here, take this back, and then come up over like this. There we go. Just checking in on our situations over here. Looks all good. So next, we're going to hop down over here. The Diamond Saphite requires orders. Its orders are going to be to push in down this direction. So for now, we're just going to push in something like this. There we go. The Topaz requires orders. Their orders are to go to Brachion. Lots of places to land on there. Okay. So our armies are going to be pretty busy. We do need to continue to land over on Norier. The Ruby Saphite is fairly low health right now. We're going to do something kind of like this. Okay. The Bloodstone is, of course, the lowest of health.
Our landing party has reached enemy shores.
Excellent. So this is all just fine for right now. The Diamond Saphite is continuing to grab territory over here. It is still full strength, so that's beautiful. We're going to take a bunch of Veldari territory. And just overall, we are going to get a lot of territory from this war. Now, if you look at this, you can see they're not interested right now in this status quo piece. We are going to eventually do a status quo. That is definitely the plan. But right now, they are not in the slightest interested. So the Topaz is going to jump drive for now over to the Dubious Abyss. It's finished its campaign over here. Actually, it's going to maybe come down over here to Kimithar. Yes. Cool. So we're going to continue to work on the Bloodstone Saphite, reinforcing that. That'll be fine. The Bronzite requires orders, and... what's it doing? Get over here, buddy. There you go. We're going to downgrade this starport. We do not need it. Excellent. So this is all going quite well.
We have taken their planet.
Indeed we have.
Seize their credits.
So next up, we're going to land on Boonin.
Ahoy there! Enemy ships have been spotted.
And we're not really all that concerned about enemy ships, in all honesty. That's not a thing that we're super concerned about. Now, this is 24k. That's not that threatening. This over here is 62.8k. That is more threatening for sure. We're going to head down this direction for now. Cool. So the Bronzite finally took a loss. That's kind of funny. The Bloodstone is not prepared to go after Lictabon. So for now, we're just going to park over in Scott and work on replenishing that. The Ruby has taken a substantial amount of damage. We can downgrade this starport eventually. Right now is not the time for it. Excellent. We are maxed out on minerals. We need to sell those off. And we're negative on food still. Our consumer goods are not. Did we lose our edicts? No, we did not. Okay. I just wanted to double check that. So that's fine. This research station here. This is interesting. Apparently we don't have access to these building slots. It's not really much of a research station, is it? It doesn't need a job. So we'll just leave it be for now. Anything else that we need up through here? Nope. Okay, sounds good. So how are our armies doing? They're still at 91. And they are winning this invasion. Beautiful. So our offensive is going very well. Actually. Like, exceptionally well. We're quite pleased about that. We are, of course, going to defeat this station very, very easily. There we go. And from here, our plan is to head down to Hunter and then to Bade after that. Cool. Ah, there is a fleet over here. Came in through this wormhole. which is currently controlled by the Marish Archivists, but they're allowing access to the Veldari. Got it. Okay, so these guys, the Topaz Sophite, they are going to head up over this way, take this back. The Bloodstone is, of course, still our primary focus on reinforcing, although it should probably shift over to the Ruby soon. What is the strength of this? 31. Okay. Just checking. So Mac is now under our control. We're going to jump drive over to Kellandine, and we are from there going to land on Sailor. And that's just going to be completely free. There's nothing defending it at all. I like it. The Zigmok took Shukon, which is rude. I'm not okay with them doing that. But we'll deal with them eventually. Now we can see that they have a decent-sized fleet coming over this way. We're just going to jump drive to Hiamet right now. And we're just going to chill there for a little bit. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Now from there, we're going to move in like this. Excellent. Now this is their home space. We're not surprised that, like, this is their capital right here. We're not surprised that they are defending this a little bit more vigorously than some of their other territories. I want to check in on the status over here. Yeah, we're still on our way over this way. So that's fine. The Bloodstone Sophite is going to continue to reinforce. Beautiful. So into the Hunter system we go. The starport will fall incredibly quickly. It'd be funny if we one-shot it with our Perdition Beam, but I don't think that's going to happen. There we go. And then, yeah, down to Bade from there. We'll go ahead and downgrade this once we can. We can downgrade the Python station. There we go. Our food situation is continuing to get worse. This is not surprising, considering what we're taking over. We do need to move into Akamar, and that would be 60 days. Oh, did they fix? They fixed army jump drive resets. Okay. Probably a good thing. It was kind of cheesy, because the way it worked was when you landed... Let's see if we can do it manually. When you land on a planet and then re-embark, and it even worked when you were invading. You re-embark then, and your jump drive was cooled down. But yeah, they fixed that. So that's probably a good thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of them fixing that one. We're gonna land on Loudon and Hunro next. Fantastic. So the Bronzite Sophite is going to push over this way, chasing after this force. Of course, because they use their jump drive, they're moving slower. That's to be expected. The Bloodstone is continuing to repair and reinforce. It should be done with that fairly soon-ish. Now, I do want to check in on our job situation. Do we have anything to be done there? Yes, this Forge World requires a job. We still do need exotic gases, so we're going to put in an exotic gas refinery here. That should be under E. There we go. Excellent. Anything else that we need? Nope, that's it for now. Okay. So that's fine. And we're going to push up over towards Chalks next. And that did just give us army damage plus 10%. That's pretty solid. Given these options, we may actually want to go for starbase capacity since that's the cheapest. I mean, we're going to downgrade this starport as well as this one once we can. That's okay. And they're just going to continue pushing in over this way. That's completely fine as well. Okay, so we do have these guys here. I want them to backtrack and come back over here. Now, we are going to need to reinforce some of these fleets, but for now, I'm still pouring the alloys into the Bloodstone Sophite. How much do we need to fully reinforce now? 44k. I mean, we've definitely taken some losses. There's no doubt about it. This starport needs to be downgraded, and so we shall. And let's see, how are we doing on our invasion over here? It should be done fairly soon. Good. Good, good, good. Now, this situation over here is slightly awkward for us, perhaps. because the Destican unity controls this. Yeah, that's definitely slightly awkward. We may ignore Fulaz for right now. At the very least, we've taken quite a lot of territory. Like, bare minimum. So, that's quite pleasing. But this war is going to continue for a little while. The Bloodstone will continue to be reinforced. We are getting close to being done with that. We're working on destroyers right now, it looks like. Yeah, we're working on destroyers here. The Titan will be soon enough. But the Bloodstone Safit is nearly fully reinforced. So that's good. The Diamond requires orders, and its orders are, of course, to come down over this way. I'd love to catch this fleet here. We'll see how realistic that is. The Bronzite is, of course, going to come down over here. We want to catch this fleet. It looks like they're just kind of chilling here for the moment. So for now, we're going to catch them in 20 days. And we just lost our Admiral here. Hilarious. Okay, we'll put him in here. Are we lacking an Admiral elsewhere? Because we had a spare Admiral there. No, we're not. Interesting. I didn't expect that, but we're going to pop in here, and this fleet will immediately go away. There we go. And this is now ours again, so we'll hit Farragon and Latirin, and then we'll head down towards Xeris. Excellent. So the Ruby is going to come down over here and just do... Ooh, that's awkward. We're just going to do something kind of like that. The Zikmok are being jerks, but we'll deal with them later. I don't want to be in a multiple front war against the Zikmok as well. That would not, in my opinion, be a prudent move. So we'll hold off on that for the moment. And we are taking quite a lot more territory here. That's great. We're very pleased about this. Our army is done. We're going to land on Hunro next. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue taking territory that used to belong to the Valdari Peacemakers. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Not that way. Why would we go that way? No, we're going this way. Thank you very much.